So hi, I'm Schlosser. I'm an innovation art director at Service Plan here in Munich in the innovation team. As I was said, Munich, Germany. And yeah, I'm half German, half American. This leads me to my project. So I think we all know this guy, which is, I think we can all agree on, a human piece of trash. He's our ex-president of the United States. And he always claims everything's fake news. But generally, he's full of fake news. He's full of wrongful claims and unbelievable things that he did. Actually, 16,241 false or misleading claims. That's 14.8 a day. That's unbelievable. When he was up for re-election, I couldn't believe that people were generally interested in voting for him, which just leaves the possibility of not enough people voting or Americans just being misled. It was, yeah, as I said, it was really hard for me to believe. And so I felt like something had to be done about this. Of course, there were a lot of grassroots organizations that were doing cool things like Settle for Biden and other things like that. But there was nothing that was really funny except the skits at Saturday Night Live, for example. So we decided to take his most precious signs, which is a typical advertisement style in the US for campaigning. So your neighbors buy these signs, they put them up. It costs you $40 a piece, and you actually are forced to buy 2 of them. So you're left with $80 to buy 2 of these ugly signs. And you put them in your front yard, and everyone knows that you're for Trump, and all of your neighbors think, man, I have an idiot as a neighbor. Most Trump supporters do this. A lot of Democrats don't do that because they don't see the need of promoting who they vote for. But I think Trumpists are Trumpists. So what we did is we used these signs against him and turned every one of these signs into an anti-Trump movement by creating Trump against Trump. So how do we do this? We use the power of the internet and modern technology. So we created a microsite that integrated web AR. So you went onto the microsite trumpagainsttrump.org. You opened the browser, you opened the web AR experience. Web AR is basically AR that can run in any browser, Safari or Chrome. You don't need an app for it. You don't need anything for it. You just open it. You allow your camera to be used, and AR starts running. So you held this up to a sign, and it would show you a false claim that Trump did. We did this in combination with geolocation. So we had about 30 general facts and 150 facts organized towards states. So 50 states, 3 facts per state. So if you allowed geolocation, this cool magical thing happened where depending on where you were, it would show you totally different claims, as most Americans believe that the presidential election does not have a lot of impact on their state, which they're really wrong. So every single time Trump went to golf to Florida, it costs people in Florida $3.4 million. Trump also cut the New York State's educational budget by $433 million. And when California was up in wildfires, he really didn't care and just continued with his life. To go out and promote this, obviously, was kind of hard. Usually, if you're in school, you do student projects and you upload it to Ads of the World, and you hope that it takes off and gets traction. I actually spent late nights forcing through mastheads of what are they called? News outlets, finding writers and writing them emails. One day, my Gmail got blocked because I sent out more than 500 emails, which is the maximum you can send in 24 hours. So I was the really annoying guy that sent these spam emails saying like, oh, I have this cool project, maybe you want to be featured. So yeah, it was quite successful, happily. I'm quite happy about that. A lot of people scanned the signs. In total, actually 5,100 people. If I were a company, I would probably claim that just because of me, the election got changed. But overall, I feel like I put the creative power I have to use to change the election. And I felt good when the results came out. Obviously, I voted for Biden, not that he's the best, but as a US citizen, voting abroad is also quite good to do. So this being said, thank you for watching this. I would also like to highlight the team because great work doesn't happen alone. And I think it's important to say that I used all of these young creatives for exposure. I obviously couldn't pay them, which is the worst thing to do. But they're great people. You can look them up. Nee, who's an art director, Swana and Rajesh, who are both copywriters who worked on this. Luke is a Canadian, amazing creative technologist, super, super powerful. And Simon, who's our super German legal coordinator, he just checked that our asses couldn't be sued afterwards and checked the facts, which you could also see on the website. Thank you very much for listening to me. You can check out more of my work on my portfolio. Thank you.